Office has issued a rare red warning, its most serious type, when there's potential for dangerous, life-threatening weather conditions. It covers Wales and parts of southwest England.
Northern Ireland very much waking up to structural damage and some trees down around the province.
The height of the storm over the next few hours, in fact just over the last hour or two, we've had those 90-mile-an-hour gusts slamming into the west coast of Wales.
But this is a dangerous storm, and the advice is to avoid travelling.
We are in the middle of a storm right now, and this happens to be the one day this year where I don't have accommodation. I've been doing a lot of traveling recently, and I'm actually traveling from one place to another place, and my car is packed full of all my belongings, my clothes, my camera gear, bunch of instruments. In fact, I've got 3 guitars in my car. It is the one day when there's a storm. I'm in quite a wooded area, which is not advisable with speeds up to roughly about 70 miles per hour here. There's so much wind that in little nooks and crannies of the woods, there's actually these leaves that are swirling in circles as they get caught up like almost mini tornadoes. Every part of me is just a little bit scared a tree is gonna fall on my head. So I'm actually gonna go and make some food. I'm lucky enough to have somewhere where I can access hot water, and I have a big soba wok style takitori chicken. Never had it before, I don't know what to expect. Oh my word, the wind's picked up. And I'm gonna head inside and eat this. Then I think we take a drive to the beach so we can feel this wind at the beach. It's gonna be super strong, and it should be safer because there won't be trees that could fall on my head. That's my theory. We'll see what happens. Oh, no wind. Wow, I feel incredibly windswept. So, I'm actually excited to eat this because unlike a pot noodle, you pour out the water, meaning I'm guessing the noodles are much more of a substantial part of the meal, as opposed to it turning into a noodly soup. Take a look how full it is. There is no room in this car to sleep, generally, because it's a smart car. This time, we have all of my belongings. Now, this seat next to me, the passenger seat, is where I'm gonna be sleeping. But for now, I'm gonna appreciate the warmth of this takitori chicken. I'll never get that name. Takitori chicken. Nice. I haven't added my sauce on. Hang on, there's that sauce. Here it is. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were the someone waiting. We've arrived, and I'm one of about 3 cars along this road, and I can actually see there's some surfers out there, so brace for the wind. It's gonna hit me like a wall. I love it. There is something so different about it, something which so many people avoid about it because they think it's a bit extreme and they don't want to go in it, but there is such beauty in it. I absolutely love it. I mean, look at that. I'm gonna try and take a picture. And so I've got a 10-second timer on the camera, which I'm gonna place down on this rock, and then I'm gonna run and stand on one of those rocks, preferably the tall, dark one, and who knows, maybe a wave will crash at the exact time the 10-second timer finishes. We might get an awesome photo. We were nowhere near. I almost died on that rock. The algae was so slippery, and I thought this camera was filming the whole thing. Turns out it wasn't. So we've got half-hearted photo where I didn't get to where I needed to get to in time, and no footage of me almost dying. Either way, I'm not gonna do it again. I thought, oh, you know, I'll do it again, and then I'll almost die again for content, and then I thought, no, that's not how this works. I don't want to die. And on the drive back, we popped into a Christmas market that was happening and managed to score ourselves a free mince pie. So now it is time where I'm actually gonna do a bit of work, a bit of editing on my laptop. And then I think next time you see me, we'll be prepping the car, ready to sleep in the storm. Oh my word, this is probably one of the craziest things I've done. And now it's time to get the car ready for sleeping in. The first thing we're gonna have to do is move everything from the passenger seat into the driver's seat. Here in the seat, there's quite a ridge, and that's gonna be uncomfortable. Normally I have a wooden platform and a mattress which I sleep on, but today we were not that prepared. We're having to do with the car seat. So to make this ridge more comfortable, I've got 2 pillows. I'm gonna stuff them in there, and I'm hoping that that will just equal out that ledge. And now I just have 2 things left to do before I'm ready for bed. The first of which is brushing my teeth. Yes, we keep our oral hygiene high even when we're living on the road. And secondly, it's to put up the window covers and curtains in the car so that I have privacy and no one can see me while I'm sleeping. I'll read a bit of my Bible. This book is honestly probably the best thing you could do before going to bed. And when you're car camping out here, there's no temptation to scroll because your phone battery has to be preserved and you have no signal. And we are tucked in for the night. That was quite a tricky one to get ready for because there's so much stuff in this car. No matter what I move, no matter what I tried to put on, like my big fluffy socks, and when I tried to rearrange the bedding, everything was in the way. It's nowhere near as ideal as my summer car camping setup when I actually intend to do this, but I can hear the storm howling outside. I can hear the leaves swaying, some branches snapping. I'm glad that I am inside this vehicle. There's no wind. It's actually not that cold because there's lots of cloud cover and lots of rain. It's not frosty. The noise is going to be the hardest thing with lots of leaves which are blowing and hitting against the car. But I'm quite tired. Car camping does this when you're out all day, constantly living and surviving and living just in the moment. It does get quite tiring. So I'm ready for a good night's sleep. Also, go check out my Instagram. I have a new Instagram account and I keep on changing the name. It's annoying me, but I've settled with tobywood.yt. That's going to be the Instagram account from now on. Go and follow if you haven't already, because over there we're posting a bunch of outdoorsy inspirational content. I really want to encourage people to get outdoors and see the world. So go over there, follow if you haven't already. That's tobywood.yt. Hit subscribe. Let's get 5,000 subscribers before the end of the year, before Christmas, because I think we can do it. I just need you guys to join in and give me a hand or a click on the subscribe button. It's enough waffle from me. Hopefully, we'll make it through the night with no interruptions, and I'll see you in the morning.
Oh, that's bright. Oh, we survived. We survived the night. We actually survived the night. At first, it was really hot, and so I actually had to take away some of the blankets that I had put on. Then I got a little bit cold in the night, so I had to add on a few. I may have woke up like twice in the night, maybe, but generally speaking, I actually slept really well. Oh, my eyes. It is about 7:30 in the morning, 7:27, and it's still dark because it's the winter. I can still hear there's a bunch of wind outside, but it didn't keep me up in the night. I was so tired, I did just fall asleep. My feet never even got cold, which I'm surprised about because the way I'm sleeping, my feet are sticking out towards the front of the car, and that's where it gets coldest. I have about an hour and a half before I have to head to church. It is a Sunday morning, and I'm serving at my church, so super excited for that. I need to get ready. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a pretty crazy one. We survived the storm in a car, which is something I don't think many people will be able to say. So hit that like and subscribe. Go check out the links in the description. Check out and follow the Instagram tobywood.yt. Comment any questions you have below. And I hope you enjoyed this video.